Hello friends, Fred Bergeron from Inaxsys. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you quickly how to use the Protégé or the ICT Mobile Credential Portal so you can manage your clients or your wireless credentials. Basically, we've had a lot of questions about this. It's very simple to use, but there's a few things that you need to understand so you don't make any mistakes, okay? So again, this is how you can use the portal when you purchase mobile credentials from Inaxsys, and then I'm going to show you the result when I'm going to use my mobile phone credentials on the Bluetooth reader I have on my kit here, okay? So again, the way this works. So if you, as the integrator, for instance, you want to purchase some wireless credentials so that your client, the end user, can use their phone with either NFC or Bluetooth, NFC being available for Android phones and Bluetooth as well, and for iPhone at the moment we can use Bluetooth only. So the NFC it's still not supported officially. Maybe there's going to be a new version soon, but for now, for iPhone or iOS users, whether you use an iPad or an iPhone, you have to use Bluetooth to unlock the door. Okay. So basically, you purchase a set of credentials, okay? So as the integrator, you may want to purchase, let's say, 100, okay? Now, is this for a single client or for multiple clients? It's up to you. So there's this notion of assigning credentials and consuming or using the credentials. So when you, as you can see here in the portal, I have a list of config app credentials, which is, by the way, something you need to use if you want to program TSEC readers with your mobile app. All right, there's a Protégé config app available for that, okay? But let's focus on the wireless credentials that you're going to be using to unlock the doors, okay? So let's say you buy 100, but you have this client where you want to assign 50 to this client so that they can manage their own credentials. So let's say you will assign this to the IT manager or the security director, and then they assign these credentials to clients, okay? So what you see here at the top is the email address that will now manage the selected credentials. This is not to issue a credential to a user to unlock doors. This is to allow somebody else from a different organization or yours to manage a set of credentials, okay? So if I put an email here at the top, okay, and I grab a few credentials like this, okay, I'm just not doing it obviously not to mess with the credentials, and then you hit assign, these credentials are not in your pool of credentials anymore, they are assigned to somebody else to manage them, okay? So that's how we assign credentials, okay? Now, make sure you enter the correct email address when you do this, otherwise you would need to create an account on this site basically for reassigning the credentials back to you. Okay, so make sure when you place an order with us that you confirm that the email address for the account is correct, otherwise it's a bit painful to play with accounts back and forth. Okay, so basically if you want to assign the credentials to somebody to manage them for an end user, let's say, then it's the email address at the top. Now, if you want to assign the credential to a user so the phone can unlock a door with the mobile credential, you have to scroll and look on the right. So you see here it says issue credential. So basically if I click that, then I'm going to put the email address of the user that will have this credential assigned in the mobile app. So basically as soon as you do this, if they log into the mobile app or create the account with the mobile app, with this email address, then they basically have a mobile card available in the app, okay? So the app must be minimized for the credentials to work, okay? So again, make sure you basically make the differentiation basically. So assign is to have someone else manage the credentials and issue them to the end user. And issue credential basically goes straight to the user that will be using the mobile app to unlock doors, okay? So that's very, very important. Now, also, there's another feature you may want to use. By default, there's no limit of devices per credential. So with ICT Mobile Credentials, your email account is basically the link between, let's say, an Android or an iPhone or an iPad tablet and the credentials. So by default, it's 0, meaning that you can have an iPhone and, let's say, an iPad with the same credential. So the credential follows the user logged into the app. If for some reason you want to restrict users to, let's say, just one device per credential, then you can put one. This way they can only log into one at a time. Okay, but by default this is set to 0. Okay, so again, it's very simple. If you want maybe some extra information, extra details, you can go to ict.co under My ICT and user documentation. There is basically a guide on how to use this portal. Okay, so Again, this was how to use the portal. Now let me show you the result. So once I have, once I have assigned and logged into my phone, I have credentials, all right? So I can show here with proximity unlock. You see, now it's unlocked. So basically, for managing the GX or WX system, you simply enter the site code and the card number of your mobile credential into a user with a valid access level, okay? So that was basically the last step in testing those mobile credentials. I hope you liked the video. Please hit the subscribe button and the like button. And you know, if you need help for technical support or sales, you can reach out our two teams from the Inaxsys.com website, okay? Thanks for watching. See you soon.